always ask if they provide schematics. Why do you want schematics? Well, because it's your device. You want to give it to someone that can repair it, or you want to repair it yourself. You want to see how it works. You have a right to do so. You bought the device. Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. So these are headphones, as you can see. These are JBL headphones. They cost about $70–$80. I got them for free from the company I work for, but these are very good headphones, not like some cheap Chinese junk. And they survived for about 2 years, and they survived my little boy throwing them against the wall many times. As you can see, I had to replace the cushion over here with the electric tape because it started peeling. Surprisingly, this cushion over here looks very good. Usually it starts peeling, and so yeah, this is pretty good quality. But now the question is, can or am I allowed to repair them? I own them, right? I didn't buy them, but they were gifted to me, so I own them. So I should be able to repair them. I should at least have a little bit of ability to fix headphones. What's wrong with them? Obviously, I use them in the shower, and they get a little wet. I always use them in the shower, and I don't know, for after 2 years they decided that the shower was too wet. And before you ask how do you wash your hair when you have headphones on, my answer is what hair. Anyways, I did a little bit of assessment. Usually, because I've been fixing headphones, because I've been owning headphones for a few decades now, and you could say I started fixing them, or at least disassembling them, at the age of maybe 12. And the procedure was pretty much all the same for every single type of headphones. You just kind of pry this around, you take it off, and there's 3 screws that hold the speaker. You take off the speaker, and underneath you have the board and everything that you need to at least diagnose it. What I suspect with these is that output stage stopped working, because when you turn them on, there's nothing, there's no sound coming from the speakers. So I don't even know if they connect or not, because I rely on that sound. I turn them off, and that little beep saying that, yeah, I'm connected to the phone. I don't know if they connect, so maybe Bluetooth is working and only output stage is not working, or maybe output stage is okay but the sound generation is off, or maybe they just can't transmit the data. Who knows? Or the memory, it can read the memory, because there's pre-recorded sound like, battery high, battery low, connected, disconnected, that kind of stuff. Although these ones don't use the actual voice, they use just sounds to indicate those events. So the connection and the volume button and on button, they're all over here. That means there's our main board, the heart of our device. There's a cable coming over here and to the other speaker, and most likely this cable only connects the speaker and nothing more. That would be my guess. I would be surprised if there was another board over here, but it could be that only the power and the sound goes here, and there's another output stage on the other side, right? Very unlikely, but possible. There's no way these are clip-on, so I tried to pry it over here, but no, there's no way this is clip-on, because that would be just dumb. Because they would, after 2 years of dropping them and throwing them, they would just disassemble. They would open if they were clip-on. So they're definitely screwed on. But this seems to be completely glued. I even tried using a hair dryer, heating it up and see if it makes any difference, but it doesn't. It just deforms. You can see over here, right? It just deforms that little cover on the cushion. So as far as I can see, there's only one way to open it. Oh, look at that, it's open, it's on. Let's turn it off. Oh, now it's off. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, now it's not fine. So it was the LED was on. One of the LEDs was on. I'm not sure what's up with that, but that's fine. So we need to do destructive version of it. No other way. Or maybe there is a way, but we'll find out now. Let's see what's in here. Okay, boys, I was wrong. This was clip-on. So this is repairable. Good thing I didn't destroy the entire thing. So yeah, this is absolutely clip-on. So how did it not fall off throughout all these years? Let's try taking this one off. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they're the same. Okay, these are repairable. And we have 3 screws. Okay. I actually did not expect that. But on the other hand, the manufacturing process would have been difficult to kind of first screw this on and then put the glue in perfectly, this little cushion over here in the cover. Okay, we have two microphones for noise cancellation. I would assume they're for voice noise cancellation because they're inside the speakers, so that's likely not a microphone that you use for phone calls and stuff. You can definitely see some signs of liquid being here at some point, especially on the charging port. Okay, so that's side one. On the other side, we have a big there's probably Bluetooth in there. Big shield. Is it soldered on or is it clip on? Doesn't look like it's soldered. Maybe it is. Yeah, it seems to be indeed soldered. Let's see around it. Okay, I don't really see anything here that would indicate liquid damage. So let's just try here this. Well, let's hook it up to the power. See if it's charging. Okay, so the battery is in the other one. Huh, nice. I wonder if I could get a replacement for this. But if anything, I would like a replacement for this. Because this is completely ruined. Okay, let's hook it up. This is USB-C, perfect. So we can use the power meter. Whether it turn on, it's not supposed to turn on. All right, okay, I know why. Okay, it is charging with 200 milliamps. 26 degrees, yeah, 1 watt. 26 ohms resistance, 1 watt. Roughly, that's now 186. So it is charging. It is charging. So here's the option. Once they dried, because I kept them, you know, when they broke or just stopped working, I just immediately turned them off and I put them on the bench, and I figured, you know, eventually I'm gonna get to them. Today is the day. We do know that the speaker connects here, but neither speaker was generating sound. Neither speaker. So I doubt it's the speaker circuit per se. It's likely the output stage. I see some big chips over here, something that looks like a transistor, and so that might be our amplifier. Okay, I just heard the sound from the speaker. It's trying to connect. I put my other phone that I use it on in airplane mode, so it doesn't interfere. This one says starting. Yeah, phone starting. This is such a crappy phone. Oh my god, it kind of looks good. You see the camera and stuff. I used this phone initially when I started for the intros. Then I switched to iPhone 6. It actually works a lot better than this, but it's so slow. It's annoying. Let's see. I just want to see if I can see the phone. I don't want to connect to it or to see the headphones. Okay, the phone is taking its sweet time. You see that? Can you imagine working in a phone like that? JBL TUNE66NC. That is the one. So the Bluetooth is connecting, and I did hear the sound in the left speaker. So what is the diagnosis? I think it got wet, it stopped working, and then it dried up, and now it's working. This must have been not exactly being wet, not liquid damage, but just high humidity, and it just messed up with the circuitry somehow. that would be my diagnosis. But the more interesting thing is how repairable the device is. So we can see that theoretically we could replace the speaker with this little microphone for noise cancelling, I assume. This also looks replaceable, but the question is it available? While opening it, okay, enough phone. I don't need you anymore. Go over there. We didn't break anything opening it, right? Well, I did break it here, but just to discover that. Luckily, I did it here so I could see the clip over here, right? If I opened just here, I would just keep going, and I don't know. But there's 4 clips, so I had to break it to learn how to open it. But you don't have to break it. Now you don't have to break it. Now you know how to open it. And 3 screws, so this is pretty good. And on the board, yeah, the board has 1, 2, 3, 4 chips on it, plus a big shielded circuitry. I don't see the Bluetooth antenna. How come? It's usually printed on the board. But I don't see it here. It could be that... If it was on the cable, that would have to be coax. And I don't see any coax cables here. Oh! Right here. Yeah, so the antenna's pretty big, actually. All this, let me bring it closer. Yeah, see, this is the antenna. It's pretty big compared to my hand. Normally it's a lot smaller on devices like this, because you don't need a huge range. And these actually have relatively good range. I can have my phone over here and I can go outside across the parking lot and I still hear whatever I'm listening to. So this actually is repairable. Is it still on? It is. Let's turn it off. So the only thing is the volume down button and volume up button. This one works, this one doesn't, this one doesn't. So these two little buttons suffered too much due to my son throwing them. Let's see where they mounted. Oh, you won't see because my camera disconnected again. Well, you won't see. But those two buttons need to be replaced. They are surface mount. Three terminals, and probably ground on the side. Yeah, ground on the sides. So 4 terminals in total. 2 ground and 3. Not well. Maybe one of them might be ground, but there's total 5 solder points. This would have to be done with a micro pen, like really tiny soldering iron, tiny tip. So 3 connectors plus 2 on the sides. But actually that's even better without the microscope. I have to figure out the connections between my microscope and the computer because it keeps disconnecting. If it disconnects during the recording, then I have to restart OBS. Even if I reconnect the camera, OBS is still not gonna see it. I need to restart the OBS, which means I need to stop the recording and stop the recording of the sound. That's annoying. And so, on the other side of it, okay, to actually, assess exactly what would be the cost of the repair should I have to replace something. So the real repairability comes from availability of parts, of replacement parts. So can I get this chip in Mauser, right? Or is it some specialized chip that only JBL can purchase from the factory? That's all that RightToRepair is about. Availability of replacement parts, availability of tools, availability of schematics. Because we own those devices, right? I own these headphones here. I want to be able to repair them myself. And if I have to pay extra for schematics, that's fine. I understand. I'm not gonna complain as long as the schematics are available at all. Oh, it's really awkward to put it back in, but there you go. Okay. Oh, come on. There's only one screw holding the board right by the charging port. Let's check the charging capability. Do we still have it? Yep. It's still charging. Okay, so the speaker. So the speaker connects with little springs to the board, like so, which actually is a very nice touch, because you don't have to desolder the actual speaker, which is often the case, or often used to be the case back in the day. Okay. Yeah, both are working. Check this out. This is the right one. Okay, so looks like they just got dry and they're working again. So very robust device, very tough headphones, considering what they survived so far. I guess I'm gonna keep using them until they're completely dead. I don't think I'm gonna be replacing those volume controls if they're not messing anything up. I'm just gonna leave them be. And the right one is this one. Did I? No, this one. I started from that right one. The one that has the charger. And we're gonna be placing it like this. Okay. And the left one. Alright. I just need to, I guess I'll just put some tape on it or something. Or I'll just leave it like this. I don't care. I really don't care. These headphones definitely work their lifetime. They deserve some retirement soon, but until they actually die on me, I'm gonna keep using them. But the important part is repairability and whether you own the device or not. So it looks like I do own this device. I can repair it should I want to, and I can use some spare parts from it, like the battery. Right? Once they die, the first thing I'm gonna take out of them will be the battery, because nothing else is gonna be useful here. Probably not the speakers, although I could use the speakers, unless it's the speakers that will break in some way, but those things usually don't actually break. Okay, fellas, looks like we own this one. Definitely fight for right to repair. Don't buy devices you're never gonna own, and always ask if they provide schematics. Why do you want schematics? Well, because it's your device. You want to give it to someone that can repair it, or you want to repair it yourself. You want to see how it works. You have a right to do so. You bought the device. As I said, I wouldn't even cry too much if the company said that, you know, here's the device. If you pay extra 20 bucks, here's the schematics and board view and technical documentation or something like that. That's what I mean by owning the device. Not like Apple does, and actually many other companies as well. But there's a reason you have never seen an Apple product on my bench, and the reason is I don't repair Apple products. Not because I don't want to, because Apple doesn't want me to. That's why I don't do it. I don't care if they don't want their stuff repaired. I'm not gonna be repairing it. I'm not discouraging anyone from repairing Apple products, obviously. I know it's a good business, or at least when you're really smart and you have access to good tools, and obviously schematics and stuff. And actually, for Apple board views and schematics, those are more available than other companies, surprisingly. Because the Apple doesn't like to share those. Come on, camera, catch focus. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely fight for right to repair. Demand that your device is repairable. And with that, I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you found this at least a little bit interesting or entertaining. And I shall see you in the next one.
Black Horse Repair, subscribe. You heard me.